Hello and welcome to the Next Level's Movement Prep Progressions. Today we have Allie demonstrating all of our movement prep. And what is movement prep? Preparation for movement. So let's get started. With hip crossovers, we're lying down, our feet are together, our knees are together, our arms are out at 3 and 9 o'clock, and we're taking our knees all the way over to one side and all the way over to the other 5 times each. Next, when you're done with those 5, the feet come to the knees, so you're at 90 degrees at the hips and knees. And again, we're going to do 5 to the right and 5 to the left, touching the knees together, trying to keep them together as we bring it all the way over and all the way back 5 times. Those of you that have good flexibility in your hamstrings can go to the next progression after those 5. If you don't have the good flexibility, I wouldn't recommend doing these just yet. Let's work on the flexibility. So we have legs straight. And again, we're going to inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. So take a breath in, blow it out. In, blow it out. And you want to think about, instead of sweeping the feet across the top, pull the up glute back down to the floor. Okay? Once we're done with that, the legs come straight down, and we'll go into straight leg kicks. Start with one leg only and do 5 in a row on one leg, keeping the leg as straight as you can with the toes pulled back towards the shin, and then switch to the other leg 5 times. Next, we have cross kicks with the same idea, keeping the legs as straight as possible. Don't reach with the toe, but rather with the heel. Touch the heel to the floor and then alternate. You want to kick across. The idea is to try to keep those arms as flat on the floor at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock as possible. Exhale as you come across to create more range of motion. After 5 of those, we're going to turn you around and put you on your stomach. Chin stays on the mat or a towel if you have it down. And then we want to reach again with the heel, not with the toe, and point the knee to the ceiling, keeping your arms at 3 and 9 o'clock and the chin neutral. These are scorpion stretches because the leg comes across like a scorpion's tail. When you're done with those, you can get up into your quadruped stance, and that is on your hands and knees. And all we're going to do is start with lateral abduction. That is taking your knee out 90 degrees to the side each time without bending your elbow. If you bend your elbow, you're going to take away the stability that your obliques are going to maintain, so keep the arms locked out. After those 5, we go to circles forward. Start by extending the legs straight back and bring it around in a counterclockwise position on this leg, and then you'll reverse it and you'll go 5 from the elbow out and around. So 5 circles forward, 5 circles back, then switch to the other leg. So Allie's going to go backwards first on this one, and she'll get 5 there, and then she'll go forward and around and push the heel. If you don't push the heel, chances are you won't go to full extension, thus firing the glute correctly. Next, we have quadruped opposites. Start by extending your arm and your leg, and then exhale as you touch your elbow to your opposite knee, and then reach back out, again pushing the heel and getting everything straight with both the arm and the leg parallel with the floor. After you've gotten 5, switch to the other leg and the opposite arm and continue for 5 more. Fantastic. After that, we're going to go into reach through and reach back. So we're going to drop the elbow so we can drop the shoulder to the floor and then reach back towards the ceiling. You're going to follow your hand all the way up. Allie's a little limited on this shoulder because she has a shoulder and neck issue on the left side, and she's also left-handed, so she has more muscle mass on that side. So consider that when you go to your dominant side versus your non-dominant side. Look how much more range of motion she has on the right arm than the left. It's virtually 180 degrees. So we work on that every day, hopefully to get better. So 5 each side, again. Reach through, reach back. Then we want to get to our feet. We're going to start at the bottom with ankle mobility, getting those ankles supple and ready to go to perform well. So we've got heel-toe rocking. You don't want to bend your knees. You want to put it all in the ankles at first. Then, keeping your weight on your heels, not on your toes. The heels should never leave the floor. 5 deep squats, which means you get your hips at or below the knees. Reach out so you've got good counterbalance. Next, we have trunk rotation or trunk twists. You can start with these bent or standing tall. This is bent. Then she's going to her tall position. 5 each. Turning the shoulders, letting the arms follow. Don't just turn the arms. Turn the shoulders. Get the shoulder under the chin. Don't turn your head. Then we go into long arm swings with the emphasis on the up arm coming past the ear. And when that up arm comes up, you want the palms forward. Then arms out, palms up, and what I call medium circles to get the anterior portion of your deltoid or your shoulder to stretch out. If we don't keep the palms up, you lose the efficacy of the stretch. Then we go to giant circles. Forward, look how she keeps her palms up towards the ceiling no matter where her arms are. And then reverse. 5 each. Then we go into hand walks. It's kind of like an inchworm, but the big rule here is never bend the knees. Only go as far as you can go with your ankles. When you can't go any further, go to your fingertips and then walk out again. You don't have to walk your toes to your hands if you can't without bending your knees. Keeping the stretch on the hamstrings, engaging your core and breathing through it, then go to your fingertips, go one more step, and then walk it out as far as you can, reaching out, getting your core engaged again. Breathe through these. If you don't, your heart rate is going to go through the roof and you'll be gassed before you get a chance to finish. Again, we're doing 5 of these. When you get to your last one, you want to do an opposite arm leg lift and try to own that. It's hard to do. She's making it look really easy, and it's not. And then you walk up one last time, and this is where you can bend your knees to stand up. That is hand walks. This is our last one. It's a full body integration. We're putting everything together, upper, lower, and core rotation into world's greatest stretch. And this is a fantastic all-over move. Okay, she's going to step forward, put the opposite hand down at the heel, drop the same elbow to the floor if she can, then up to the ceiling, outside the foot, straighten the leg, pull the toe, back into a lunge, lift the shoulders, drive up and catch the opposite knee and pull it in with great balance. Step forward, opposite hand, elbow, ceiling, outside the foot, straighten both legs, then pull the toe back into the lunge, up, and catch that knee, pulling it to the chest. Again, step, opposite hand, elbow to the ceiling, outside the foot, straighten, pull the toe, lunge, shoulders, up, pull the knee, big stretch. So that about wraps things up for the movement prep segment from the next level. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was pretty well self-explanatory. And notice that it only took a little less than 8 minutes to do this, and we have clients that can do this and it takes upwards of 30 minutes. I'd rather you take your time and get it right than speed through it and miss a whole bunch of important steps on this. So take your time with it. As you get better with it, then you can get quicker and more efficient with it. So if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to contact us through the website or personally or through our social media pages on this screen. Have a great day and stay fit.